Well, good morning. CR&E Morning Brew, August 12th. See anybody in here yet? Sorry, I'm a tiny bit late getting started. But I'm here. I'm up. I'm awake. Ugh. Tinkering around today. I gotta work on my second level some more. Hey, the Brewing Rail enthusiasts, welcome. Yeah, sorry, I got a little bit of a late start here. A couple minutes. Trying to get things together. Took a minute for the coffee to brew. Can you hear me okay? What are you up to today? What are you up to today? Oh, hey, Joe. Good morning. What are you up to today? Hey, that fence is coming out nice. I'm going to, hey, James. I'm going to have to try that. I've done it the other way where you build the fence first and then put it on the layout. But now, again, I've had foam on top before. With this layout's going to be plywood. So it probably would make more sense to drill the holes and put those posts in first. I think what I might have do, I'd have to watch the rest of the video if you have a part 2 or whatever. But I think I would have put the top rail on as well, glued that solid, and then done the wetting tool. I always call it wetting tool, but I've used that before. I actually have it here. I couldn't find it in the silver though, the gray. Yeah, cool. Well, hopefully if you do, you make the rest of the video. Sorry, man. I had hiccups this morning. Taking your mother to the hospital for an iron infusion treatment. Oh, okay. Is this something that you do on a regular basis there, James? Assuming she would have to have that pretty regularly. A little anemia going on. Hoping you guys hear me okay. Let's see. There you go. I see who pops in here today. Rail artist, how you doing, buddy? What am I do in St. Clairsville, Ohio, helping my recently widowed sister get a few things done. Oh, well, sorry to hear she's recently widowed. How far is St. Clairsville? Well, from Cleveland. You're fine. Okay, cool. Thanks, Joe. Always worried because you do the little testing and that through StreamYards and stuff, but I don't know. I got the earpiece in, so I can't really hear. No, just 2 times, okay. Just twice, he said, for the iron infusion. That's good. It's about 5-10 miles west of Wheeling. Okay, so you're down that way then. For some reason, I was thinking you were on the other side of the state, southwest side. Well, and that sucks. She's recently widowed. That's something I don't look forward to, you know. I still joke with my wife. I told her she got to go first. I wouldn't even know where anything's at. What am I doing today? A little bit of running around. I'm always busy. My days off, I always got some kind of running around to do. I schedule all my appointments, things like that. Dentist, last week I had a dentist, get a haircut later today, later this morning. Tuesday I started working on my second level. I decided to go ahead and put the second level, at least the bench work up. Um, I think that's going to make the most sense. And that's why I'm not trying to put up bench work after I've already done like track work and everything like that. All right, Jasco. How's it going? Oh, let's bring James in and see you down there, James.
Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Well, I got trains running on the track.
Oh, do you? Yeah, that's good. I don't. Still.
I only got about maybe 8 lengths of track. That's it. On 2 lines.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I actually took all. Yeah. I took everything I had off the track and reboxed it all. I was starting to get too much stuff out on the tracks here. I'm still building, so I didn't want to take a chance of ruining any locomotives and that. Well, I'm trying to put the second level up. That'd be my luck. I dropped some bench work on top of something.
Oh yeah, that's the problem I have. I have some buildings that are built and they're big and they're in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
But they're too big to put somewhere else.
Yeah.
So we sort of maneuver around until we get to work on a certain area, but we're getting there.
Good.
I bought the Walters turnouts and I did a test on last week, and the distribution model seems to be defective.
Really?
I'm waiting for a new one to come in from Walters. I ordered a second one because I need 2, so I can't test the switch machines before I put them in. So I'm waiting for that.
So what's defective?
The distribution block for the Walters switch machines.
Oh. So what is that like?
It's a little.
What does that do? See, I'm kind of dumb to this stuff, so I'm trying to learn it. I'm not using the Walters, but
it's a little circuit board that you plug the power into, and from that circuit board you could power up 8 switch machines.
All right. So would that be like the Switch 8 or whatever that NCE has, or?
It might be. I'm not too familiar with NCE stuff at all, other than my cab control.
Yeah.
So, and from the 8 switch machine, you can actually daisy chain switch machines together so they can all turn on together.
Oh, okay.
Like in a crossover situation.
Yeah.
Hit one switch and they both come on. So.
Well, that's helpful.
Yes. So, but I can't get to work yet, and it's probably plug and play. So I'm waiting for something to come in so I can test it out. So.
Well, I think Walters is pretty good about making good on that stuff.
Oh, they're very good. Yes, no complaints with them.
I know there was that run of 2-bay hoppers they had a while back, and some of the wheel sets were not 36 like they're supposed to be, and they sent out new wheel sets to everybody. I didn't know anybody to ask for them. I got them on 2 different cars I had to have them done on.
Well,
hey, Wilmer. So yeah, but they're a good company. Walters. I love their mainline stuff. I got a bunch of the last couple of runs of those box cars. I had the rail box, and picked up a couple of Canadian Nationals and just some different stuff.
Yeah, I got
60-foot high cubes.
I got a couple of the CP so far.
Yeah.
I had a pair of mainline F7s came in last week.
Oh yeah, you're saying the New York Central?
No, these are CP. The New York Central is an RS3, which is at the post office because they want me to pay a thing called duty.
Yep.
Whenever those bums, eh? But it was amazing that I ordered that RS3 locomotive, the Bachman, from Hobby Shop in Maryland small mom and pop operation. That locomotive traveled from Maryland to the central U.S. of A. somewhere. Then it headed south to San Jose. Then it headed north to Vancouver. Then it came to, I guess, when it came to Toronto.
Jeez.
It took a long ways around to get to me. And then he
You
wanted
think
me
it'd be
to
a straight line, straight up from Maryland to Toronto?
couldn't do it. Nope.
Well,
No,
that's so
sir.
stupid. I've
But
had packages like circle my neighborhoods. Like, there's my post office. It would end up at this one over here. This is little zip, all these little zip codes right along me, and then back down to Cleveland, the main central post office, and then finally out to me. And just traveled the system around my house for a week.
and there, a few
Good
weeks
morning, Gary.
back, a good friend of mine, he lives in Ottawa. His wife's a nurse in New York City, so she's an American. He's a Canadian. He finally was allowed to go visit her. He had to fly from Montreal to Chicago, then go to New York City to go see her. Hadn't seen her in 18 months because she wasn't allowed to cross the border, but she was essential service. They didn't want to lose her. And he couldn't go across because he wasn't essential. He was a bus driver.
Jeez.
But they were married, though.
It would have been quicker to drive than to fly.
Yeah, but that
At
time
that
they
point.
weren't allowed to cross the border, though.
Oh, you can cross through airspace.
You can fly, but you couldn't drive across. We still can't drive across.
That's so stupid. This thing got to stop. This is getting ridiculous now. Getting ridiculous. Even the whole thing with the vaccines. I mean, you're for them, against them. I don't really care. It's just like they're like, if you don't get it, you're being almost like demonized if you don't get it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
You know what I mean? And they're gonna make it so you can't do a damn thing if you don't have it. No matter what your feelings on it, it doesn't matter. They're gonna force you to get it.
Then
They're
you
not
have,
gonna force you. They're gonna force you not to be able to do anything. So that if you want to do anything and live your life, you'll have to have it. And they still don't have any proof on the damn things.
then you have the like we have mixed doses up here. So
Yeah.
we're if you're mixed, you can't travel to certain countries, especially the U.S. So they're not worried.
Yeah, right, Joe. Joe says you can walk in from Mexico. Hey, Joe,
That's
you
good.
think there's any correlation to this uptick in cases? We just say we gotta watch what we say, of course, I'm sure. With all those hundreds of thousands coming across the border without any kind of papers or testing or, knowing who the hell they are. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I'd rather keep it more train related though.
Yeah. So train related. So I was watching a few YouTube videos on this new TCS universal throttle. Very
Oh, yeah?
interesting. Yes, I'm gonna try and order one in the fall. The new version of it.
Okay, Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. How are you? And Billy Herrera, how are you?
Morning.
TCS. I wonder if that's compatible with the NCE stuff. Like
It is.
Oh,
You have NCE?
yeah.
Yes, it is. That's what I have. But it's wireless.
Oh, I'd like to go wireless actually.
Well, I think the model UVWT-100 is $300 American. The new model, the UVWT-50, is $200 American. And I was pricing to buy an extra wired NC throttle. It's about $285 Canadian.
For an extra throttle.
Yeah, so
A wired throttle or a wireless? Well, you can't go wireless up there.
we can't wire it. It's a wired throttle. So with the TCS system, you are wireless. It's Wi-Fi.
Now, are you able to get that then?
Yeah, yeah. I just waiting to see. I got to email or talk to the tech guy at TCS. I just want to see the difference between the two, the new model versus the old model.
Oh, okay.
Because $100 difference. If I'm gonna spend the money, I want to spend it once, not twice.
Well, yeah.
So,
I lucked out. I had a buddy of mine who switched over from NC Power Cab. He switched over to one of the Digitrack systems. So I mean, he sold me his everything he had, all of his
right.
cords, his Power Cab, um, some panels. You know, his UTP panel, his PCP panel.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it like dirt cheap, you know, because we're friends and stuff, and he wasn't going to use it. So I do have an extra second throttle now because I tell I have as a power cab throttle, but I use the SP5, so I just use them as pro cabs basically. The throttles.
What's an SP5?
It is a smart booster. It's 5 amps.
Oh, okay.
It becomes the brains. You know how like the power cab is all the brains of the operation. Well, with this, it's a 5 amp system, and it becomes the brains.
Oh, okay.
And then so your power cab throttle just becomes a dead throttle, you know.
See,
Or tone throttle.
when I bought my system, I started with the 5 amp system right from the get go.
Okay. Yeah, I just had the power cab. It was, you know,
Yeah.
I was just getting back in, so it was like $150 or something.
So I had the pro cab.
Yeah, there you go.
And I got the Wi-Fi interface from Australia, which is also a UTP panel.
Okay.
So I can plug in my power cab into that, like it was for a standard NC connection. So I have 2 locations to plug in my power cab now.
Nice. Yeah, I think on the old layout I had 4.
Yes.
5 UTP panels around the layout. Once I did the only thing about those power or like pro cabs and not the power cab is you can unplug, go up to the next plug it in, and everything keeps running. When you unplug the power cab, everything shuts down. You can unplug it and go to a new panel, as long as it's another PCP panel. But then everything shuts down as soon as you unplug the flat cable, you know.
Yes, but the UTP panel and the pro cab, you don't need to worry about that too much. But
right.
But with this new TCS universal throttle, it has a new feature called yard service. So it allows you to control the train in a yard. You can inch it forward, inch it back, to maneuver in a yard. Yes, it's very impressive.
Huh. I'll have to take a look at that. Let's see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going wireless. It's kind of a pain in the neck having to have all those panels all over the place, and you got to figure out where can I put it that it's gonna, you know, give me the most reach. You know?
Right.
So you figure, okay, where you have a big yard, you're gonna want one, maybe a bigger industry, you know.
Well,
just around the layout.
Have you ever watched the videos from Ken Patterson? What's neat?
Yeah, I don't catch him too often.
Well, he has a video.
I know of him.
I think it was in January or February of this year. And the guy from TCS brought it to demonstrate it, that the prototype.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's a couple more videos out there I've been watching on and off to check and see how it performed. But so far, I think it's very good.
Cool.
Yes. So.
Let's check that out.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably should start wiring some of that up. I gotta run some wires into this peninsula still. Drill on the holes for things to go through, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was working on that second level the other day, but the way I have to do it over here in the one area near the top of the climb is gonna be hard to keep it like secure, and I'm trying to avoid any kind of posts or anything. You know what I mean? I might have to break down and do that, but I'm really trying to avoid it.
What about L brackets? That's how Sparky.
Yeah.
That's how Sparky did his second level and third level.
Well, the problem is I have the climb going around the room, so that's kind of in the way. So, I don't know. I've been doing L brackets to the climb itself. The climb is on the wall with L brackets. So I've actually attached the framework to the climb itself.
Yeah.
And there's two areas I think I can probably get away with an L bracket that won't be in the way. Like it won't drop down too far. Kind of show that. Let me turn the camera. I'll show you what I've been doing. Sorry, I'm gonna make you dizzy. All right, so there's the. I have to move the camera back some. Sorry, guys. So how much of that you can see. There's the corner. This is the part that's already been up here. Now this is up, screwed to the wall. Oh, yeah. So this part is what has been up. This is the top of the climb. Don't mind all the mess up there. But that has those regular brackets as well against the wall. They're like these. These ones that have like that ridge. I'm trying to avoid that ridge. It gets in the way. It's stupid. But if you look at under here, you see the climb there. I think. I'm trying to watch the camera and see. But see, the climb is here. And it goes down. And then the further you go down, the more of a gap you have between the benchwork and the climb. I don't know if you can see that or not down there, like where those legs are. Those are just temporarily laying up, and the train cars are in the corner. Trying to see what the height was going to be. So, I'll move back over here because it's pretty wobbly. But
now,
I did.
Dave, could you mount the brackets to the top of the second level, and then put your boards on top of it?
You mean like up here?
Yes.
I don't.
Would that be in the way?
I would have to do it different. Yeah, it's going to be in the way.
Yeah.
You know, but like right here, I have an option. I have to take this here is 24 inches and it goes into 22 inches.
Right.
So it's hard to get this thing to where I need it to be. But it kind of cuts in right here.
Yes.
Right here, if I take this back all the way to the wall here, underneath that, see there's a gap in there. I don't know if you can see there's a gap, but if I put a piece of half-inch, I could probably get away with it there. And that keeps that a heck of a lot more. So I'm going to get a longer one.
Yeah.
I couldn't find what I was looking for the other day at Home Depot. So I'm going to have to probably order something. I'm going to bring this up. There we go. And then it would strengthen that up pretty good. But going down the line is not going to be an option. So I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now on how to do this. Because I really don't want to have like a leg like that. I mean, I could probably get away with something like, say like, if I had to put a leg, I would probably do something like a threaded rod. It would be really narrow and just, you know, I just didn't want the view blocked. You know?
No, that's true. Yeah. Well, Chris Ward's doing his second, third level. He's using some sort of shelving bracket to supporting his layout.
Yeah.
But he's all one level though. He has a helix.
Yes, he don't have a helix.
But he's even using L brackets for his helix too.
Yeah, but you can see how. Hopefully, you can see how you have the climb in there. See, I have L brackets to the bottom of the climb. And then, can you see that?
Your camera's a little too low. Okay.
Sorry about that. It's hard to maneuver this around and see the computer screen on the desk. All right, so I think, see where the clamp is? There's an L bracket right here.
Yep.
So I got it screwed to the back of the frame, and then underneath to the bottom of the. This is the climb right here, and it's sturdy. The climb itself is sturdy, but then obviously when you're going to attach something heavier like that, too, I just worry it's going to be too heavy.
Well, I
And
see.
then down there in the corner, of course, you're going to have, it's going to attach to the wall itself.
Oh, so your climb is behind your upper level deck then?
Yes.
I see now.
So I had to make like, let's see if I can show it.
Like a ramp.
So what I had to do is I had to make like a channel. Yeah, it's going to be crooked.
Yeah, I see what you've done now.
So there's a channel behind it.
Yep.
There's no other way to do it. I can't figure out any other way to do it because you won't have room for the trains to come up. They're going to hit as they get down there in the corner is about, sorry guys with the camera movement, but down in the corner is where you finally get the height for it as it goes down the wall.
Yes.
So right back in those corners where you finally get enough height for double stacks to make it underneath.
And you can't put L brackets in the corner because they interfere with your trains.
The only thing I can think of is I might be able to get one near the corner. So I'm gonna put this back to normal. So you can look at my ugly mug. Where I like to do it upside down like you're suggesting. And have to do like just as flat of a bracket as I can get. You know what I meant. Let me go back through the chat and see what I mean. Say, I'll bracket upside down. Yeah, but it's going to be in the way there, Scott. Flat steel high bracket. I don't know what that is exactly.
Yeah, I see you're on a way to put an L bracket and support your second level and not interfere with your ramp for your incline. You would have to put the bracket below the incline and block up the rest of it. Then you got a big huge block.
Yeah, I got a big block, yeah.
Which would look ugly, but you are.
And I've only got like a 16-inch, between levels as it is, so I'm not looking to have. Because as you get down further, like you said, I could put the L bracket underneath, but then I'm gonna have this big chunk of a block, Down here it won't be too bad where I was showing you originally. I put that little half-inch piece, which that was really weak there. And I mean, I think maybe as I'm getting more, I'm gonna put more like these L brackets in. I might have to buy some bigger ones. As the gap gets bigger, like some taller ones. I might be able to go upside down with some of these, like underneath the climb and up, but I can't really go the other way.
No.
Because I might be able to. I'll have to look at it. Maybe a couple down there. Because once the trains clear the bottom of it's a 1x2, so once they only have to clear the bottom of it. I can put a bracket at the top and then lay the plywood over the top,
Well,
that'll give me height.
What about the section of the incline that you're below enough that you're clearing the deck and you can turn it into a tunnel? And you can put a flat sheet right across the deck. So your train is going underground like a subway.
Yeah.
Box it in and have access windows to get at it for service. Then your platform is going right against the wall, then you can put an L bracket there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do something for access anyways, because even as it goes back behind us, I'm going to have to make sure I can get at it.
I think you're in New York City and the subway is going from grade level, going underground, it's gone forever.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool how it disappears and it'll start to reappear back here, but I think where this is going to be, this area here is going to be my intermodal yard, so I can hide some of that, like with double stacks and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And make it maybe actually just do a backdrop with double stacks on it, you know what I mean? There are double stacks that I can remove if I have to get back there and access, I have to figure all that out.
Yeah. I think you'll figure it out.
Hey, good morning, Sarah. Solid steel L brackets. Yeah, somebody else suggested that, and even bending it almost, maybe even bend it like like a Z or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do that.
If I could. Problem is having the proper tools here to do that.
Yes. I don't have any tools for steel.
No, I don't either.
But did
might have bits to go through.
I hit a screw yesterday on my planer yesterday.
You hit a screw? Oh man.
Yeah, well the blades were shot in, just cleaning up some 2x4s.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that. Any kind of real shop tools. Like I ended up having to buy a new chop saw. I think what happened with my old one, well, first of all, it was really old. It was a good 20-some years old. I got it for a wedding gift when we first bought our first house, or a housewarming gift. But I bought a metal cutting blade to change it onto it. And when I was cutting all this conduit that I put along the walls for the extra electric boxes, I think it finally, I don't know if there's a such thing as like a brake clutch. Like when you let go of it, the wheels slowly stop spinning. It wasn't doing that. And then when it would spin, but then when you go to cut something, it would stop. It had something was broke loose in there.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix that stuff. So Harbor Freight had one. I mean, it's not the best of top of the line. From them, or a Chicago brand, whatever it is, but it works. It's cool. I needed something, man. I was having to cut all this wood and trying to use a jigsaw or a circular saw.
I have a couple of jigsaws.
Yeah.
I have a couple of miter saws.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, hey, Gary. What about a small eye bolt on the front edge and a fine braided wire like you'd use to mount a picture frame into the ceiling? I could do that, Tom. And it may, if I can't figure this out to make this more sturdy, this will be the only area I feel I have a problem with. Everything else is going to be able to go into the wall and have L brackets and it won't be an issue. This is the issue here because of the climb. Once I get down further on the wall, I should be able to put L brackets as normal and not have an issue with them being in the way or anything. It's just here, because it's where the climb actually starts to meet up with the second level, that's where I'm running into the problem.
Yeah.
And it'll get solved. I'll figure it out. Worst case, like you said, and I'll put either some threaded rod or even, like you were just saying, with some wire, picture wire, something to hold the front edge. But my whole thing with this layout is I did not want to have anything blocking the view. It's bad enough that I couldn't go any higher with the second level without doing a helix. Otherwise, I'd have like a 4 or 5% grade, and that wasn't going to work for me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
As it is, this is between 2 and 2.5 if I did my math right. Everything seems to run pretty good up it, but like a single engine can't pull anything too long, but 2 engines pulls a good long.
And then you have to improvise. You go, I have a few issues that I need to deal with because I don't have room for a switch machine in a couple of spots. I have to modify the bench work so I can get room. I got to remove part of the bench work so I can get access on another switch machine.
Yeah.
Temporarily.
West Bromwich, West Railroad. Hey, good morning.
Good morning,
Thanks
everyone.
for stopping in. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with the chat too. I'm not trying to ignore anybody out here. I'm trying to go back and see some of the comments on this as well.
Yes.
Flat steel eye bracket.
One thing with the tab, I don't see all the chats. I need to have a laptop too. It's downstairs.
Yeah, it was nice to finally get my laptop back. Now, what I might do, because I would like to do like a balance around the whole thing for a lighting balance.
Okay.
I might actually go into the ceiling with some slats and then just drop down like a fascia board off of that. We'll see. Because originally I thought I would just put some slats off of the boards I put up on the walls and just use that. That's why I went kind of high with them and just use that for a balance to attach to. But now I'm thinking, man, it might make more sense just to go up into the ceiling with a piece of flat 1x4 or 2x3 or something like that, and screw it right up to the joists. I just gotta find them. I forgot where they're all at. That'll be the fun part. I don't know if they're actually where all these little slats in the wall are or not. Because it is a finished ceiling, so
Yeah,
drilling a bunch of holes into it.
My basement where my train room is not finished yet. It's the part of the house that is part of the mechanical ductwork workshop was. So it's
yeah, that's okay though.
Yeah.
Makes it easier to run wire and stuff. I mean,
yeah,
it's
it was
open underneath
too because of the way the house was built. So we had a sunken living room, so
Yeah.
the beam running right across the space, so it was challenging to get to that area because the beam was blocking access for any kind of wire. But I figured it out. There's Darren. Hey, Darren.
No, woman, I like Harbor Freight. I get stuff from them all the time.
We don't have it up here. We have Prince's Auto instead.
There might be something similar to that. You can order from them online, and I think they do have like an online store, and you can order stuff through them. I don't know what shipping and that costs, but in fact, they used to be basically just a catalog, Harbor Freight. It's kind of like that one automotive catalog they used to always have years ago. Let's say JB Weld, but in JB Weld, that was one of his automotive stuff.
JB Weld's good stuff too.
Yeah.
I fixed my drill press table with that stuff. Couldn't tell it was steel or plat or. Yeah, nice
Scott, that's not bad either. He's got a buddy who has a second level that uses fishing line from the ceiling to the second level with spider wire. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna kick some options around. I mean, it's not an awful idea. Like in a couple spots where I have the need for it, and if I have to, I will. But I'm gonna see. I just have to get the right.
But next Thursday, I'll set up downstairs in the train room. You'll be able to see the progress.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
It was raining again today, boy. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
it's been a bad summer.
It's raining.
A bad summer this year for all that stuff. Rain all the time.
Or hot and humid.
But it was super hot like all week. It's been like sticky hot. Like you can't breathe hot.
No.
Humidity wise. But I was gonna keep moving with track work and that, and then I figured, well, let me build the peninsula because then this way I don't have to do any temporary. I was gonna do some temporary loop around, and then I'm like, why waste the track? Why waste my time? Let me just build the damn peninsula. Then I got done building that. I'm like, might as well just start on the second level because this way at least the framework's done. I get that figured out. I may not even do anything up there for a long time. It's just a matter of getting it up there because once I start doing work on the first level with track and scenery and things, I don't want to have to, make a mess of that with building the second level.
Yeah.
So there's my thinking on that. So we'll see. It gets a little boring just running them back and forth, although I do have a nice long run now if I start all the way up here at the top of the, because it goes from back here at the top and you can see the where we were looking before. Yeah, I had track running all the way up to the top there.
Yeah.
And then all the way down, where we were, and then down the wall and around. And then back around on the first level, all the way back to that other corner down over there.
So I can run my train from the bridge to the lift gate, and that's it. If it hits the lift gate, it's dead because there's no power to the lift gate yet. And I only have DC hooked up so far just to test the track.
That's okay.
I got to do some bit of touch-up work to the track at the lift gate because when I cut the track, and I lay the gate down, it still does not go back exactly perfect every time. So I'm going to polish the ends so the wheels will have a smoother run by.
Yeah.
But it works really good. Though. I'm quite impressed with the way the trains are running so far.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That's my big thing too. I'm trying to take my time with the track work, make sure everything's running good. Joe and Wilmer both were It's a J.C. Whitney. That was the big automotive catalog I was trying to think of before.
Oh, okay.
They had, man, anything you could possibly, I don't know, they may still be around. Anything you could possibly imagine.
There's another U.S. hardware dealer. Get who it's called. They sell a lot of unusual stuff. I used to buy a lot of stuff when I worked for the service industry.
Yeah.
But they're based in the U.S.
Okay. I know Granger has a, I don't know if they have a catalog or not.
Yeah,
Granger has a
we
stuff
don't have
for that.
Granger as much anymore.
I know they have all kinds of stuff for like industry.
Oh yeah, well I service industry, so
Yeah.
we did a lot of work for hospitals, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Darren has been just getting into some kind of a drag, like RC car racing. He's building an RC car.
We have a hobby shop
Gary
out
was
here
asking.
that's got half their store is radio controlled cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're very big.
That's how Hobbytown has become. Hobbytown used to have a lot more train stuff, but now it's like almost all RC and planes and stuff.
But they have a lot of battery hookup connections that I can incorporate into power connections for the train layout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of neat stuff that they have that designed for RC cars.
Huh.
That work like the Walter servo switch machines. They're the same switch servos they use in radio controlled airplanes. Same stuff.
There's a company, speaking of like battery operated, and I may order some because I have these Walters passenger cars now that I picked up for my Amtrak. They do lighting. Now Walters does sell a lighting kit, of course. You know, you gotta buy their kit. These things are a pain in the neck to get apart. Literally have to twist these things almost the way you're breaking them. Get this popped open. But anyways, they have this lighting kit. It's called TK Train and Hobby. It's out of England, I think. And it is a lighting strip that actually has a battery pack in it, built into it. But those little round I think it's 2035s, you know, the little flat round batteries.
Right.
They're the bigger ones that you would use for like, I don't know what. But it's motion activated. So like the lights won't come on until the train moves, and it automatically comes on, the lights. And I got a video and stuff up there. It's pretty cool. And it's really not that much more expensive than if you were to buy the Walters lighting kit. When you buy their kit, at least for these newer ones, it comes with like, the Walters kit comes with new wheels and everything too, because these are not able to be powered up without all kinds of craziness. Because I have just like LED strips, like in the rolls, like. And I usually have to light my buildings, and I was trying to figure out if there's a way I can wire those right to these wheel sets, but you really can't. That I know of, you can't.
You can buy powered trucks.
Right.
And but then lighting is going to run off your track power.
Yeah. Problem is, by the time you buy all that stuff, I mean, you might as well just buy the Walters kit that comes with the lights and it comes with the wheel sets and everything else. So I think for that lighting kit, I think is around between $25 and $30. I got 7 of these cars, so I mean, you know, I may do like one at a time as I go, because I got painted the interior a little bit and I put some people inside of here. But I put the damn lid back on and I can't get it off. Just for interest, you know. You hear that? You gotta really like crack the damn thing to get it open. Almost scares me that I'm gonna break it. You know what you do? It's literally twist it. And then when you take the lid off, it has the windows in there.
Okay.
Come off with the roof. But you know, so yeah, I just kind of painted some people, and they're kind of not great. Just something to make it look like something's going on in there, you know. These are just those cheap Chinese people, Chinese figures you get from China. They look like garbage, but
Everything comes
I
from
just
China.
painted some different. Yeah, but you know, they're not really that great detail and stuff. It's nice for like a mass of people. Like if you just want, like if you're gonna have them like up close on a layout, I think you need to buy something that's
Yeah.
better. But just for like inside of buildings and things like that, or further back on the layout, that you don't need a bunch of detail. Unfortunately, they are painted in the weirdest colors, man. You know, like purple suits and green suits, just weird colors. But I just threw some, you know, cheap paint on them with a tiny brush and
Yeah.
make people look a little different. It's something. Just little tinkering things, you know. I'm trying to do some stuff in between. I have my got these both stripped and primed, and just have to paint them. There's those P42s. They were the
Okay.
Amtrak. It's Amtrak. I'm going to paint it up for the newer scheme. I got the decals and everything for it, but
Well, that's good.
I don't know. It's that True Color paint. I've never used it before. I've always used this acrylics. So I had to get some kind of like thinner and stuff, you know.
There's a fellow I know who does all the custom painting up here. He really loves True Color paints.
I've heard good things about them. I just have never used it. So I had to get the proper thinner and, you know, brush cleaner and stuff. I got that for, I think it was Father's Day. My wife got me that new airbrush and a new compressor. So I want to try to get into some of this stuff. These are just cheap blue box locomotives. So if they get screwed up, then I'll just strip them back down or whatever, you know.
Right. I have an
Yeah,
airbrush too.
no, yeah, for no real harm.
But my first airbrush was like a Harbor Freight design. They're not good, but now I have a Grex.
All right, Dwayne, you take it easy, buddy. All right, so Tommy was saying the nice thing about those battery lights is they won't flicker due to dirty track. And that was one of the things that they were saying on that site too, is that you won't get any flickering, and you know, and the batteries are, I guess, are basically, well, the lights are LED, so it's not going to draw a lot of power anyways. So,
No.
and they're not on constantly, so you have to worry about like an on-off switch and stuff like that. Because I'm sure you can hook things up and have some kind of an on-off switch, you know, with batteries and that, and then just be kind of a pain. Have to do that all the time. Like I have an end-of-train device in my one coal car, one of my CSX coal cars, runs off of a 9-volt battery. Well, that car is heavier than all get out, for one thing, just because of that. And then you have to remember to remove the coal load and turn it on, and remember to turn it off or you burn up your battery.
Yeah.
So these are those little ones. I mean, I keep going like this, but they're maybe the size of a nickel, maybe a quarter. I don't know. The battery. 2032s, I think is what the number is on them.
Okay.
So they're bigger than like hearing aid batteries, of course, but they're, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think my scale for, you know, my bathroom scale, I think runs off of one of those. Just little things like that. Yeah. So it doesn't add a lot of weight.
No.
It's motion censored, and they weren't bad. I wish I can remember how much. I think they're about somewhere, I mean, $25-30. The shipping's what's going to kill you from overseas, you know.
Yeah, unless you find it from Amazon.
Well, yeah, maybe I can get that too. I have to look and see if they're on Amazon. Maybe somebody
Amazon
makes one.
They charge less on shipping sometimes.
Yeah, or maybe somebody else makes more of a generic one or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like those lights, you get the plug and play lights. Then you get that one guy, I know I bought stuff off of him before on eBay, is Be Honest or We Honest or something like that. I know Joe Rader uses them.
Yep.
And they have like street lights and lamps, and they have their own like plug and play type system. And it's basically the same thing. Or Etsy, yeah, that's not a bad idea either. I always forget about Etsy, Tom. I don't know why. I never think to go use them. Using the Keith remotes. Yeah, that's the ones. Joe. What's the name of that Chinese guy or the company you buy from? It's from China for your lights. Is that what it is? We Honest or We Be Honest or something like that? Joe? Wilmer says his son Buck enjoys RC cars. I never really got into that so much. I had when my son was little, they had something at Target or Walmart or one of those where they had the remote control cars and stuff, and they're pretty big. We Honest, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, check this guy's site out, guys. Just type in on eBay or I don't know, maybe Amazon or something. This is We Honest, and they all kinds of like street lights. And then you kind of got to look because I think it's 1 to 100 is HO00 scale. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe. Because they got like different ways. Like N scale is like 1, I don't know, 1/150 or something. But like, cause one time I bought the figures, the people, and they were almost too small. And then another time I bought them, they were too big. And unfortunately, and it's not they're this We Honest, but when you buy from those Chinese overseas places for that, Tom, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could watch the sizing. It's like it's never really true. You know what I mean? I feel like one time you get them and where I got these guys at, and they're smaller, and another time you get them and they're bigger. I guess I'm hearing you quickly try to pull them out and show you the difference. Maybe I totally ordered the wrong size. Second time around, it's possible. I mean, totally possible. See if I can find like two of the same. It's funny because I usually separate them in bags, like male, female, sitting, standing. Somebody might buy 100 count or whatever, you know. It's different. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but like I have another. Sorry, guys. Trying to put them in a. So you can actually see them without my big fat fingers being in the way. Trying to grab them with. These are basically pretty close to the same, person. And you can tell the difference in size. And I could have swore I ordered the same size, but this has got to be like an O scale person here in this hand. And that's more like HO. Take it down here to my scale ruler. And the bigger one is actually a female. And she's like over 6 feet tall. That's not prototypical for a female to be that tall. That's one thing I can kind of go by, where the other lady is around 5 feet, a little bit over, so that's more prototypical. But on the bag, I can't find a size on the bag that I ordered. This is 100, and it's all written in Chinese. It says 187th on this bag, and it's got the bigger people in it. But then again, it might not, because I might have just used that bag. And these were some construction guys I bought from the Amazon women. Yes, God. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, right? How tall is this guy? Man, come out of the bag, big dummy. This one here, he's probably scale. Like 6 foot for a guy, so that's probably normal. So I think I bought probably O scale on that or something, just too tall. Oh, no, it's lost. No, there it is. So what I do is I'll cut them down, because you see inside the car, I don't know if you can see or not, most of these guys are cut down at the waist because they're just too tall to see out the window when you put them on the chairs and stuff. So a lot of them are cut down like literally at the waist. You never tell unless you look inside like that. You can see they don't have legs.
I couldn't see it anyhow, too small.
Yeah, so especially on the camera here.
Yes.
But like even in my diner, when I have that old Betsy's diner or whatever from Walters, and even a lot of those people when I have them sitting in the booths and stuff, I cut their legs and that off just to fit them in there. You know, you got to do that. I don't know how the hell I got on the subject of this. Oh, just talking about like Chinese stuff when you order it, you just got to be aware of the sizes and stuff. And you can see, I mean, this is how they paint them. If you get them painted, it's not bad if you're just going to have them in a diner or something. But I mean, that's like who the hell wears colors like that? And green pants and gray jacket, you know. So it's almost if you wanted to just order them, you know, unpainted, you could. You know, I end up painting them anyways. Z is 1 to 220. 160. What is this? N is 1.
N scale, yeah. It's too small for me.
Yeah, HO is 187. Yeah, I know HO is 187th, but when you order from these companies, they don't really always label it as 187th. It's like 1/100 or something.
Yes.
So I kind of had to figure that out because I'm kind of a dumb when it comes to some of this stuff. Like I said, man, a lot of this I just kind of wing it. And it kind of works out sometimes, kind of don't at other times. Especially when it comes to all these electronics we're talking about.
Well, one thing about the TCS Universal Control, that's made in the US of A.
Yeah, well, I think NCE is too. That's why like NCE, I think they make them up in New York or something.
That's right. It's all
Anthony,
North American.
In house.
Not imported.
So, anyways, that's kind of just, you know, when I'm not doing stuff on the layout, I just kind of tinker around with stuff, and I still have to strip down the Santa Fe. It's almost hurting it's almost making me hurt a little bit to do it. I don't know. I do like this color. I may hang on to this one. Maybe patch it or something for my railroad. Might be an idea. Just kind of, you know how they do like the black stripe out across the name.
Okay.
You know, and then just put my CR&E patch or something on there. I will see. I don't know. I've always kind of wanted one of these. And if it's cheap enough, I'll buy it and strip it down and paint it. I don't know, I'll keep my eyes open. I might find something. If anybody got a cheap P40 or something they want to sell me, that's you know.
I only have one GP40.
Ready. I don't have just what I'm using it for is for my railroad, my CR&E. And I want it to be something that would still be running today, maybe like on a short line. So I was thinking maybe a Jeep instead of like I have the GP7s. Those are too old, so I'm trying to find something a little more modern that would still be maybe running on a short line like this. GP40 may still be too old. I don't know.
They're running GP38s in Canada right now. They still run.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking something along that lines. I could paint up for my own railroad, and it would still be, and something like a short line for sure would still be used and it would bought up from one of the big railroads. You know.
Some short lines are still using GP7s up here.
Are they really? Well, I have mine. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's
I have lots of GP7s because I'm doing my airs from 1950 to mid 1970.
Yeah.
But I have a couple of trains that I can run modern if I so wish. I'm not really. It doesn't matter to me what I run as trains, but I'm just not going to run newer stuff. But I might run it from Oakville someday.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm running not necessarily today. Like a buddy of mine, Chris, sometimes he's in here with us. He'll run. Is Train Freak here? Yeah, there you go. Yes, you're correct. TT1120. All right, let me go back and see what that comment was about.
Yeah.
I think TT is in between HO and N. Okay. Oh, it's TT. I know like double O is close to HO, but it's not exactly.
It's 1 to 75 for double O. Same track, but their cars are slightly bigger. It's hard to tell though. I have one. I have a double O steamer. Speaking of steamer,
Okay.
did you watch that live stream yesterday about the big boy that was going across the U.S.?
No.
That's pretty neat. It went from Nebraska to Cheyenne, Union Pacific, big boy. Pretty impressive train.
Train fixes TT stands for tabletop scale. No, it is impressive. If I run any steam here, it's going to be something that's already been restored that I could run as a
Well,
excursion train.
the big boy's been restored.
Right. Yeah. I probably won't get a big boy. It wouldn't be realistic to run here. I would run something like the nickel plate 765, for instance, at Berkshire. They run, I think it's a Berkshire.
Yes, I want the Berkshire, but for TH&B, that Berkshire MTH was $1,200
There you go, Jason.
American.
Train freak, I'm using his gup this morning.
There you go.
I had Joe Raiders on, I think, the other morning. Catch the big boy on the 27th. Oh, man, you better do a video there, Jason.
It's pretty impressive locomotive.
You should, if you do not mind doing a video, that'd be awesome. I shouldn't say you better. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Yeah, man, it is a nice mug. Somebody I know made that. I love your logo, man. That is so cool. If you guys can see it or not, he's got the, it looks like graffiti, almost like somebody would graffiti that on the side of a boxcar or something. The train freak, that's Jason.
Yes, Dave, when you buy a mug from Teespring, what's it cost down in the U.S., including shipping?
Usually it ends up being somewhere between 15 and 20 US dollars with shipping. Somewhere
See,
around
up here it's almost $35 for one mug up here.
Yeah. I mean, most guys have their mugs up for $12, $14, something like that. But then when you add the sales tax and shipping and all that, it ends up being, closer to.
But the shipping is from the U.S., so it's costing.
Yeah.
I bought one mug so far, and it was $35 time I got here.
No, man, that sucks. Now, what about I think Sparky and them guys that live in Canada, I think they go through Teespring and that too.
So
Teespring is based here in the United States, so
that's
shipping.
right.
So I don't know if there's something like that in your country.
You can't seem to buy mugs from one for everybody and save on the shipping costs.
Yeah.
So you got
now, like if I was to buy one of my own mugs, like if I wanted to buy, like I bought, this is one of my mugs I designed for the morning brew. My wife helped me design it, anyways. Available on my Teespring store. but 22 shipped. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, that's what I mean. It just depends on where you're shipping to and what the guy charges, because you could adjust your own prices on these mugs to an extent. Based on what kind of profit you want to make on them.
Yeah.
I just put it at the lowest price generally, and then whatever it is, it is.
Yeah.
But like if I wanted to buy one of my own products, I could buy it as a sample for myself, and it's like half the price that it would cost, like for you to buy it, because the idea is you buy a mug off of me, and they make their money on the mug and everything, but I make a little pittance off of it as well.
Right.
Not much, but. That's the idea of it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I'm not getting by any means getting rich off of it when you purchase a mug or a shirt or shirts and that are the same way. But if you want to buy one of your own products, you can buy a sample, I guess.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
As the government gets more efficient, they may hit more duty on stuff too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's always kind of been a thing of.
Yeah.
Across another country, the whole duty. There's always a big thing to go to the duty shop, and you get good prices on stuff at the duty shop.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know when I used to smoke and drink, you would get prices on alcohol and cigarettes and stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah. But I'm gonna order a couple more as time progresses.
Yeah, I'm a little stupid with them. I got quite a few now over there. I think my rack is full. I need a new rack. One when I the last, in fact, Pappy from Trigoglin just put up a video last week with him and I rail fanning in Crestline, Ohio. I was trying to think of Crestline the other day. I can't think of the name of the town. And I picked up a crap load of spikes because I'm going to try to do something with them. Maybe make some, make another mug holder. And he has a good idea. He takes the railroad spikes, he cleans them up and paints them, and puts his channel on it. You know, trigoglin.com, whatever, YouTube, as seen on YouTube, whatever it is. And when he goes rail fanning, he got the idea off of, I think worldwide trains or something it's called. That's a YouTube channel. I guess that guy does it. And he reached out to that guy, and the guy was like, "Yeah, okay, go ahead, do it," you know. And he'll leave his railroad spikes like wherever he goes, and then hopefully to pick up people on the channel. Hey, the Steel Road, how you doing?
Oh, Steel Road in the chat.
He's got a good. Yeah, he just popped in. He's got a really good channel there, man.
He's got a really good channel. It's very.
And
I follow him anyhow.
Yeah. The black mug is black all over. Yeah, and I like his videos because they're kind of. I got to learn how to make videos the way he does it because they're very little talking. They're short, they're sweet. He shows you what he's doing. He puts up little wording and stuff.
Yeah.
Descriptions, and it's quick and it's descriptive and it's nice. I like how he does it.
He's got a good.
I just watched he did something the other day. It was really good too. What the heck was it now?
Oh, he did a tunnel the other day. That was very good.
He did a tunnel. Yeah.
Yes. I watched it. That's very good.
I don't think I saw the tunnel, but he did something just before that. What the hell was it? His weathering thing is really
weathering
awesome.
Graffiti on something too.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's very impressive.
Yeah. He did something. It wasn't the tunnel. It was something else he just did. Oh, the culvert. Are you talking about the culvert? No.
Yeah. Yes.
That was awesome. That was really good. I like that. And I love how he just used balsa wood, something cheap, nothing fancy. I can't wait to see how the rest of that comes out. Steel Road. What is your name, Steel Road? Like your actual name. But yeah, it's nice. I like that. So yeah, if you haven't checked him out, give him a look, man. He's got some really good stuff on there.
Yes.
He does some. He's building kind of a point-to-point shelf, like a little switching area layout right now, I think. But he's doing a great job, man. He showed how he did his roads the other day, not too long back. With I think he uses that smooth it, the what do you call woodland scenic system?
Yeah.
I might give that a try to see how that works.
I might try that. I have some foam board too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I use. I use that foam, like that kids crafting foam, those sheets of that, and I think it came out.
Yeah.
Name is is it pronounced kiwi? Like the fruit kiwi?
Kiwi. There
we
are.
Sorry if I mispronounced it.
Perfect Australian name, kiwi.
Yeah. Is that where you're from, Australia?
Believe it or not, I have distant relatives living in Australia.
Do you?
Very distant.
We were just watching some kind of Shark Week thing not too long back, or a replay of a Shark Week thing, and it was in Australia from, I think, 2015 when they had all those like attacks and people getting killed and all that stuff over there.
Yeah.
I think it was 2015. And my wife's like, man, no reason to go to Australia. I'm like, because I wouldn't mind going there. I think it'd be really cool to go there and check it out. But like, I'm not a surfer by any means, God. But
Yeah.
Hey, Chris is there. Tennessee River Union. He's working on a rebuild too. I think he finally got everything tore down and he got his little painting area rebuilt. So he's getting ready to start rebuilding the actual layout now.
I'm going today to pick up an old paper cutter.
Yeah.
For cutting styrene, but it was made in Chicago, probably about 50 years ago.
Oh, no joke. So yeah, the Steel Road said, yep, kiwi like the fruit. I'm from New Zealand originally, but now live in Australia. Well, that's cool. That's what I love about this hobby. I would never know that guy. I wouldn't even know he existed. This kiwi from the Steel Road, or half of you guys that in Canada, anywhere, just anywhere in the United States. Without the live broadcast and the YouTubes and the Facebooks and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
How would we ever know each other, really? Chances of us meeting up and we would never.
But I gotta get going soon. We gotta get ready to head up to take mother to the hospital. It's a bit of a chore to get her moving because she is 91, so she doesn't move as fast as I do.
Yeah.
And I'm slow.
You're slowing off, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna probably cut this off here pretty soon myself.
I'll be 69 in October, so.
Oh really? You look 69.
No.
You look a day over 68.
That's right. Steve 87 is in the chat.
Hey Steve. Yeah, come on at 7:30. Yes.
Well, he's early because what's the time in Vancouver? It's 5:43 in Vancouver right now, so he's in the same time. He's up early.
So Vancouver's over on the west side, right?
Yeah, he's just south of Vancouver in Washington State.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it's on the west coast.
He'd be in the same time zone. So he's 5:44 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's kind of early for you over there, Steve.
He needs a lot of coffee to get going now.
Yeah, me too, and I'm in 7:30 on Eastern Standard Time. So
we're 8:44 here.
I didn't realize you were from Washington for some reason, Steve. I think I knew that now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Steve, I'm glad you stopped in. Sometimes I run over, like I usually try to. My goal was to start at 7:30 and to run about an hour, 7:30 Eastern. If we're talking a lot of stuff and I have time and we can stay talking, then it's fine. But like I'm gonna probably cut out here pretty soon. I got something to get going with here. Figure this is just a way to kind of chit chat and before we actually get moving with our day, But I don't know. I've been enjoying it so far. I thank all you guys that do pop in. It's nice to just chat, and it's a once a week thing, and there's no pressure with this. For some reason, I love doing the Tuesday on track Tuesdays.
Yes,
once a month, but I always feel like pressured, like I need to make it something, like I always struggle to figure out what I want to talk about and stuff like that. And usually never know until the damn camera turns on what I'm going to do. But like with this, I don't feel like there's any pressure to really
just wing it.
Have a subject.
That's right.
Just come in here, whatever you guys want to talk about. And I actually enjoy doing that more on the On Track Tuesdays than I do like if I'm trying to do a how-to or something, because I'm not great at any of that anyways. But I don't know. I just feel like I should give some kind of content when I do those. 8:45 here, same thing here.
Yeah, he's probably in the same time zone. It's 8:46. Right.
Just got a foot doctor appointment. Good luck with that. Hope that foot's healing up.
I have a saw. I can fix the foot.
Yeah. He ain't got much left now. You got a stub going on over there. I'm just teasing you, Chris. You know that.
But the day's starting.
Yeah. Steve got to call India, he said. So Jason was saying again, the language barrier has got to be interesting. I work with a lot of being in the medical field as a nurse. We have a lot of surgeons that are from other countries, and a lot of anesthesiologists and stuff like that. And it takes a minute. We have a decent Russian population over here where I live. So we have some that have a heavy accent from the Eastern Bloc, whatever, Russia area. They speak English, of course, but it's just there's an accent. We have a guy love this anesthesiologist. He's been with us for a while. I get him now. I've been around him quite a while now, 6 years. He's from Egypt originally, and he still has a heavy accent. And it's funny because sometimes when I'm in a room when he's talking to a patient, I'll have to kind of interpret in a way, even though it's English. Sometimes I have to repeat.
Yeah.
Just such a thick accent that sometimes the patient.
You learn to adapt.
Yeah, it takes a minute sometimes to catch on to the accent, but greatest guy, man. I'll tell you what. Congratulations on the scouts. Let me get the scouts. Talk about the scouts.
See, John's in the chat.
Yeah, John. Oh, yeah, John.
All right, John.
Who's doing the scouts?
But yeah, no, I find that this
Thanks, Scott.
train community is very good.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about maybe once in a while popping on a Tuesday morning as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm just sitting around doing nothing, having coffee. Maybe I'll just pop in, see if anybody wants to pop on.
Tuesday is my
keep it Thursday as a, yeah.
It's the only day. That's the only day we keep open. No appointment, no nothing. So I can do what I gotta do.
Because I'm off Tuesdays and Thursdays usually.
Okay.
I mean, I should probably. I'll see. Maybe if there's a morning I'm not really doing much, pop on and see if anybody's interested.
Yeah. But
I'll keep Thursday. I keep Thursday as more of a set day, and then maybe pop in here and there on a Tuesday.
But I'll set up downstairs next Thursday, and we can show the progress of the track. We'll run my locomotive up and down the layout.
Yeah. Okay.
I might have more track by then. We'll see.
I should have put the BNSF one out. I did get it running and everything. I had to like reset the decoder because I couldn't figure out what you had a program too. So I just tried. Program recovery on it.
I'm in a hunt for some New York Central passenger cars.
Okay. I just saw something on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups. I don't think it was New York Central though. They had a bunch of different cars. Crescent Lines, I think is that Southern Pacific Crescent? Who ran the Crescent? The green. And it was Great Northern, I think, maybe. Baltimore, Ohio. I was actually interested in those, but.
Well, the New York Central is connected to THMB and CP Rail back in the 50s and the 60s. In fact, there used to be, we had a Hudson steamer, and they converted the tender into a steam generating car. That car is now in New York City in a museum, repainted as New York Central. So it's still standing, but it looks like it's because they used to own part. They own part of it.
Huh.
I have a print in my train room. It's called Roundhouse in Winter, and there's New York Central trains in the Roundhouse in Hamilton. They were here. Used to travel up the track from Buffalo to here.
Huh. Okay.
And Steve's going to have a new schedule, so he won't be seeing live streams at all.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that kind of stinks.
Yeah. He needs to retire.
Yeah.
Then he can do more modeling for us.
I want to retire too.
Well, I'm unofficially retired.
You're unofficially retired, or you are officially retired?
Unofficially. Until they clarify the temporary layoff, I'm unofficially retired.
Steve said this for you, James. You should ask Keith. You should be able to find you some at the Edison show.
I actually was talking to Keith the other night. We were chatting about the wireless controller from TCS.
Oh, okay. Well, there's an idea. Maybe he can keep his eye open.
I sent him a message about that because I wouldn't mind I ordered the E8 Bachmann that ran the passenger train.
I like these little Bachmanns, man. People knock Bachmann, but
I like it.
I was surprised they came out with some Amtrak Bachmann cars. They're all lighted and stuff, but man, they're expensive.
They have a lot of unusual road numbers you don't see and the big boys don't want to carry.
Yeah.
So like I got the RS3, I got the E8 Bachmann locomotives, but they're not a common. and I needed the New York Central. I needed the gray tone one. That's what he had in that time frame.
Yeah, what is it, like the two-tone gray, like the light and dark gray? I like that.
Yeah, so that's what I got.
Yeah. So what was Penn? Was Penn Central? Was that New York Central and Pennsylvania? Is that what Penn Central was?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I started researching the New York Central, where it went to, and eventually it got connected to CSX, and because Conrail is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing how the railroad industry has changed.
Crescent. Oh, I had an awesome HOPC passenger service. Yeah, what are going on? I saw somebody was selling. I was gonna find it. I think I deleted it. Somebody was selling a bunch of like different passenger sets on Facebook, different companies.
I keep looking on Facebook on eBay.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to get it from, if you're going to buy used stuff in the States, it's better to buy it from eBay.
Probably with shipping and that, yeah. I look at the Facebook Marketplace and like all the different Facebook
Yeah.
Gets me in trouble. I end up buying more crap than I need. Because sometimes this is what my wife don't understand. Well, she understands it, but at the same time, it's like, sometimes you can get, like this guy here selling a whole bunch of, a whole layout. You got a bunch of like Union Pacific passenger cars.
And yeah, speaking of chats, the other day I received a comment on one of my videos. It was not related to trains whatsoever. She was trying to find any good entertainment spots. I don't know where she was, but wasn't connected to trains, that's for sure.
I wonder if it's like a bot, one of those bots or trolls or something.
It must have been.
I just report them. I don't know. I delete them, report them, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, I must have deleted that. I'm trying to look, sorry, while we're talking.
Well, I'll keep an eye on.
And then trying to find it again is kind of a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
I go into groups. What group was I looking under? HO yard sale, maybe?
Yeah, there's quite a few of those something, that kind of stuff. I haven't seen much. I have a set of CP passenger cars, Athearn, I bought last year. And I had some older, I call them Athearn yellow box passenger cars. But I need to do some repairs to those. And they're THMB.
All right, Jason, we'll see you, man. Have a good day at work.
Yeah, I got to run too.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to head out of here.
Bye, everybody. Have a nice day.
We'll see you, Joe. All right, take care, James.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks for stopping in.
No problem, buddy.
All right. Retirement isn't for everybody. You'll find you'll have no time for anything rather than lots of time to do things. You'll wonder how you got things done when you were working. I obviously not retired, but Tom, I'll tell you what. Like I said, I have Tuesday and Thursday off. I work 3 days a week. I work 3 12s. Wife calls me part-time. Calls me a part-timer. And like I'm up early, like here, obviously I start the show at 7:30, but I was up at like 6 o'clock, and almost all the time on my days off, I'm up 6:30. And I'll be damned, next thing I know, I'm going to bed. It's like, where the hell does the day go? How is it already like 9 o'clock at night, Like right now, it's already pushing 9 o'clock in the morning, So, it's like, geez. Okay, Kiwi, thanks for stopping in. Again, I love your channel. Can't wait to see the rest of that culvert build. See how that all turns out. I'm going to probably steal that idea from you. Because that was pretty ingenious. I like that a lot. So very good on that. Cool. Also work. Oh, touchpad today. I'm glad it's my Friday. Oh, it's your Friday today. Well, that's all right. Now, are you off Friday, Saturday, Sunday then? Steve? All right. Well, anyhow, I think I am going to head out. I got some things to do today myself. Unfortunately, I do fill my off days with a bunch of things so I don't have to tie up the weekend. The wife works Monday through Friday. So on my off days, I generally try to do all my other running around, and I spend most of the day down here tinkering with the layout and doing things, so that on the weekends, if she wants to do stuff, I'm not, doing other running around. And, I still do come down to the trains on the weekends if I have time, but I try not to tie too much of that up. 4:10, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Steve, that's awesome. That is nice to have the long weekend. That's the only thing. I am Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3/12s, 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wednesdays, if we don't have a Monday morning meet or a Wednesday morning meeting, they push it back an hour. So I start at 6:30 to 7 instead of 5:30 to 6. That's why a lot of times I don't catch like Sparky's 7 o'clock show on Wednesdays, because I'm working till 7. By the time I get home and settle down and everything, it's half over or over already. But it's nice. I don't always get a long weekend, but sometimes I can play the schedule around and switch days or whatever. On the weeks where I have to work a weekend, excuse me. We don't work a lot of weekends. We spread them out. We have a very small staff on the weekends. So, like, I just had that stretch of days off. Like I explained last week, I worked a Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, then was off again until following Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So I was able to give myself like a nice week off, basically. Like, wasn't like a traditional Sunday through Saturday week, but it was 6 days off. So I'm able to play the schedule a little bit like that from time to time, which is nice. And so you do what you do, man. You do what you can do to make your life work, and your schedule around work, and just what you got to do. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. I keep saying it, but there's 9 of you in here. I hate to take off, but I mean, I do gotta get moving and get my day going. But thank you guys for stopping in. I am enjoying doing this. I appreciate all your support. And go check out these other channels that are in here. And I think this coming Tuesday is Robert Flying Crow. I think it is the third Tuesday. The 17th is Robert, and I will be on the 24th. Oh, hey, I got to get with you there, Wilmer. Looks like we do have a 5th Tuesday this month on the 31st. So we'll have to discuss that and see what we want to do there. I'm kind of thinking it would be fun to kind of have maybe the 3 or the 4 of us, if Tony's able to join in. Just do one big live stream. Unless there's somebody wants to do it, always open. John, who is doing, no, you guys do, you're not the Thursday, you guys do Sundays. You're part of the Sunday group, right, John? Who does the Thursday group? That's the Canadian guys, right? I wonder who's doing that. That is Dave88 and M&M Rails. Chris, Go Via Go Home, I think. That's Thursday, right? They do the Thursday shows? I don't know. And Scully Kill, you're a part of the Sunday group. I thought. No, I don't remember, man. You guys, there's too many damn good shows. Anyways, all right, I'm going. Have a great day, guys. I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.